Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. Now, let's talk about the 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar, minted at the famous Denver Mint. At first overnight. Let's be clear and honest. No standard 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar has ever sold for millions. However, that doesn't mean it's worthless. In fact, in rare cases, high-grade specimens or coins with unique mint errors can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars to serious collectors. The real value of a 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar depends heavily on its condition. Coins that are heavily worn, scratched, or dirty usually carry very little premium. But if you happen to own one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, what collectors call mint state, then you could be holding something much more desirable. Coins graded at the highest levels can command impressive prices in auctions. Another key factor is mint errors. These are the hidden treasures collectors dream about. A 1973 D coin with a striking error, such as double die features, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws, can dramatically increase its value. These rare mistakes are like fingerprints. No two are exactly the same, and collectors are always hunting for them. It's also important to understand the composition of this coin. By 1973, the Kennedy half dollar was no longer made of silver for general circulation. Instead, it was composed of copper and nickel layers. While this means it doesn't carry intrinsic silver value, it still holds strong appeal due to its design, history, and collectible potential. What makes this coin truly fascinating is not just its material worth, but its psychological impact. The idea that a simple coin could change your life overnight is powerful, and that's why so many people search through their old collections, hoping to discover a hidden gem. While becoming a billionaire from a single coin is extremely unlikely, finding a rare and valuable piece is absolutely possible. Collectors today continue to show growing interest in Kennedy half dollars, especially earlier dates and rare variations. The 1973 D may not be the rarest of the series, but it holds a solid place in collections. Its value can steadily increase over time, particularly as fewer high-quality examples remain available in the market. So, if you have a 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar, don't rush to spend it, but don't expect instant millions either. Examine it closely, consider getting it professionally graded, and understand what makes it unique. Sometimes, the real treasure isn't just the money. It's the history, the story, and the thrill of discovery that comes with holding a piece of the past in your hands. Now here's where reality meets hype. Many viral claims suggest that a 1974 D. Kennedy half dollar can make you a millionaire overnight, but that is not generally true for standard coins. However, certain rare versions of this coin, especially those with unique minting errors, exceptional preservation, or unusual characteristics, can indeed command astonishing prices. These are not your everyday pocket coins. They are hidden treasures waiting to be discovered by those who know what to look for. The true magic of the 1974 D coin lies in its rare variations. Coins with double die errors, off-center strikes, or missing design elements can skyrocket in value. Imagine holding a coin where the lettering appears slightly duplicated or misaligned. This tiny imperfection could turn a simple 50-cent piece into a collector's dream worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In the world of numismatics, flaws are not mistakes. They are gold mines. Condition is another powerful factor that transforms this coin's destiny. A heavily worn, dirty coin may only be worth face value, but a coin preserved in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state, can fetch significantly higher prices. Coins graded MS 65 or higher, especially with strong luster and minimal marks, are highly desirable. The difference between a scratched coin and a flawless one can literally mean the difference between a few cents and a serious payday. Another hidden layer of value comes from collector demand. The Kennedy half-dollar series remains one of the most widely collected coin series in the United States. Enthusiasts are constantly searching for key dates, rare mint errors, and high-grade specimens. As time passes, fewer pristine examples remain available, which naturally drives up demand and prices. This is how ordinary coins slowly transform into valuable assets over the years. It's also important to understand composition. Unlike earlier Kennedy halves made with significant silver content, the 1974 D coin is primarily composed of copper and nickel. This means its intrinsic metal value is not what makes it special, its rarity and condition do. Many beginners assume silver equals value, but in this case, rarity beats metal every time. Now let's address the big claim, millions of dollars. While no verified 1974 D Kennedy half-dollar has reached millions in public sales, extremely rare error coins or unique specimens can still achieve impressive prices in auctions. Some have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially when certified by professional grading services. So, while the billionaire dream may be exaggerated, the opportunity for real profit is absolutely real. The thrill of this coin lies in the hunt. You might already have one sitting unnoticed in an old drawer, a coin jar, or inherited collection. The key is to examine it carefully. Look for sharp details, unusual markings, or anything that seems off. Sometimes the smallest detail holds the biggest secret. This is what makes coin collecting addictive. It turns everyday objects into hidden adventures. In the end, the 1974 D Kennedy half-dollar is not just about money, it's about possibility. It teaches patience, observation, and the excitement of discovery. While it may not instantly make you a billionaire overnight, it could still surprise you in ways you never imagined. So before you spend that coin, take a closer look, because in your hands, you might be holding more than just 50 cents. You might be holding a piece of history with untapped value. Now, let's address the bold claim. Could a 1989 D Kennedy half-dollar truly be worth millions? In reality, standard circulated versions are quite common and typically worth only a small premium over face value. However, the excitement begins when we talk about exceptional specimens. Coins with flawless surfaces, known as mint state coins, especially those graded MS 67 or higher, can command significantly higher prices. These are coins that have survived decades without a single major scratch, preserving their original brilliance like they were just minted yesterday. What truly elevates the value of certain 1989 D coins is the presence of rare minting errors. Imagine a coin struck slightly off-center, or one with a dramatic double strike, or even a die crack that creates a unique visual pattern. These mistakes transform an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. In the coin world, uniqueness is power, and collectors are willing to pay astonishing amounts for something no one else can own. Another factor that drives up value is the condition combined with rarity. While millions of these coins were produced, very few exist in near-perfect condition. Over time, coins get scratched, worn, or damaged, which reduces their value. But if someone has preserved a 1989 D Kennedy half-dollar in pristine condition, untouched, uncirculated, and professionally graded, it becomes a treasure that stands far above the rest. The demand for Kennedy half-dollars has also been steadily rising. Collectors are drawn not only to their historical significance, but also to the emotional connection tied to President Kennedy's legacy. This growing demand means that even coins once considered ordinary are now being re-examined with fresh interest. In this environment, a rare variation or high-grade example can suddenly become highly sought after. However, it's important to stay grounded. While there are coins in the world that have sold for millions, a typical 1989 D. Kennedy half-dollar does not fall into that category. The idea of becoming a billionaire overnight from this specific coin is more fantasy than fact. That said, rare error coins or top-grade specimens can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, an impressive return for something that might have once been sitting unnoticed in a drawer. What makes this coin truly fascinating is the possibility it represents. Every collector dreams of discovering that one rare piece hiding in plain sight. The 1989 D. Kennedy half-dollar feeds that dream, reminding people that value isn't always obvious at first glance. Sometimes it takes knowledge, patience, and a bit of luck to uncover a coin's true worth. If you happen to own one of these coins, the smartest move is not to rush into selling it. Have it carefully examined, possibly graded by a professional service, and understand exactly what you have. The difference between an average coin and a rare, high-grade example can mean the difference between a few dollars and a much more exciting payday. In the end, the 1989 D. Kennedy half-dollar is a symbol of hidden potential. While it may not realistically make you a billionaire overnight, it still carries the thrill of discovery and the possibility of surprising value. And sometimes that excitement, the idea that something small could hold something big, is what makes coin collecting so irresistibly powerful.